Okay, so have you ever done something or made something or tried to make a point and someone turned it into something that it wasn't meant to be? So let's put this in context of a company or a group. Something where you and a group of people are working on something that is, you have a clear vision. And then later, another controlling interest comes in and tries to say that they're going to make it better. They want to take what it is and make it into something else. Take it to a new level. And the original people start to fight it out with the new controlling interest because they know what works, they know the original blueprint, and to take it down this road would dilute the brand. This is happening in another arena, where people are asserting their humanity only to see others bastardize it. After Michael Brown was killed by Darren Wilson, we saw a lot of outrage. Now, let this be known that this was a pattern of police brutality happening in Ferguson, with police brutality. And Michael Brown was just the final light that hit the powder keg. This and many other stories like Freddie Gray, Rekia Boyd, Trayvon Martin, and recently Sandra Bland has made a lot of black and brown people feel as if their life doesn't matter. So when I saw a trending hashtag Black Lives Matter, it connected to me in a deep and personal way. Darren Wilson was not indicted, neither was the officer who choked out Eric Garner, and I don't believe that the officer who shot Tamir Rice was charged. The legal system did not think that we were. Our lives and humanity were worth justice. And grand juries as a whole don't like to indict police officers. The Ferguson prosecutor also sounded more like a defense attorney, but where was Michael Brown's? I could see if this was an incident that just happened about once every 10 years or that this was really a rare occurrence. It wasn't that long ago when Rodney King was brutally beaten and the cops that beat him were acquitted. And this caused a riot in 1992. A riot is a voice of a people long ignored. Too many stories are repeating like this. Too many families of unarmed black men and women had their family member cruelly taken away from them for little to nothing and on the basis of skin color. Also, in another video, I chronicle at least 5 people white people who have pointed guns at police and survive. But back to my point. Too many lives lost and there is no justice for them. So Black Lives Matter is a simple phrase that seeks to claim our humanity from a system that wasn't created to protect us, but all too willing to victimize us and level systemic racism at us. It isn't just a cop shooting an unarmed black kid. It's also not getting a call back because your name is too ethnic. Like Joe getting a call back when he has the same qualifications as Jose, but for that one reason, he didn't get a call back, even though one letter separates their names and they have all else equal between them. It is a mantra, Black Lives Matter, for us feeling we are under siege in the country that we were born in, asserting our value and bestowing it upon ourselves. It is an affirmation that even if a cop doesn't value my black life, I value it. That even if a judge doesn't value my black life, I value it. Black Lives Matter. Enter All Lives Matter. This was basically like going to a funeral and saying, I too have felt loss. Or going to a cancer fundraiser and saying, hey, what's so worried? What's your beef? There are other diseases out there. Don't worry about black lives because all lives matter. However, therein lies a problem. It negates the issues that Black Lives Matter seeks to address. And further all, if all lives truly matter, Black Lives Matter needing to say it is a scathing indictment to it. Just like slavery and the need for the Civil Rights Act for black people is an indictment to our Constitution. Living in a country with many viewpoints and different experiences is enough, but this mantra is empty. And let me tell you why. This picture here is of Zachary Hammond. He was killed for a bag of marijuana, shot in the back just like the one man out of South Carolina. What is ironic is that those who are championing Black Lives Matter are asking themselves, where are the people who said all lives matter? Where are they for Zachary Hammond? Are they going to speak up for him because his life matters? Simply put, let me tell you the roots of what all lives matter is. It was a reactive phrase to deny the experiences and the reason that we need to say Black Lives Matter. I would love to be able to say that truly all lives matter, but the real problem is even needing to say Black Lives Matter truly shows that all lives do not matter. Sandra Bland wouldn't have been pulled from her car, thrown on the hood, and murdered like that if she were white. Now cop defenders have a dilemma on their hands. All Lives Matter has a similar dilemma. Are you going to admit that cops aren't always fair or right? If they do, especially white America now has to admit that fair treatment by police is not always guaranteed or applicable to all. Privilege isn't just about money. It's about the ability to deny that which is outside your reality because you are uncomfortable with unpleasant experiences outside of it and think yours is universal. That is indeed white privilege in a nutshell. So, All Lives Matter. Where is your outrage on Zachary Hammond? Are you as outraged on Zachary Hammond as you are at Black Lives Matter protesters? Where are your speeches about how all lives matter and how we must hold cops responsible for claiming those lives? It is a shame that Black Lives Matter activists must taunt you into actually living up to your mantra, one that you don't really need. Because if you're a straight white Christian male, you're the highest on the totem pole, and white women are right beneath you. Everyone else is expendable. And those who extol all lives matter don't even care about police brutality because it hasn't made a home in your life. Thank you for letting me talk to you. Have a good day.